In this video today, I'm going to compare the monsterverse, currently there's 5 movies in it, to the High School Musical franchise. All these movies originally premiered on Disney Channel. There's 4 different movies. You got the free High School Musical films and then the spin-off Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. Currently, I've seen the free High School Musical movies, but not Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. I've seen all the movies in the MonsterVerse. First of all, when you look at highest Rotten Tomatoes score for each franchise, in the case of High School Musical 2 has the highest score of an 83%. With the MonsterVerse, the highest score is a 76% for both Godzilla 2014 as well as the first Godzilla v. Kong movie. High School Musical wins this round. Then when you look at lowest score for each franchise, in the case of High School Musical, Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure has the lowest score of 60%, which is still fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, only barely fresh, but still fresh. Then we look at the MonsterVerse. Godzilla King of the Monsters has the lowest score of only 42%, meaning High School Musical wins this round again. Then we look at average score. High School Musical has an average of 68, whereas MonsterVerse has an average of 64. That's not too much lower, but it's just a little bit lower. And then when we look at gap between lowest and highest score, in the case of High School Musical, lowest score 60%, highest score 83%, so gap of 23. With MonsterVerse, lowest score is 42, highest score 76, so gap of 34 there, meaning gap's lower for High School Musical, so it wins again, meaning High School Musical is going to win this debate regardless of my personal opinion. But let's look at it now. Which franchise do I prefer? Well, it's an interesting one because with the MonsterVerse, you have these characters, Godzilla and Kong, that have been around for a long time. I mean, with King Kong, you had a movie back in 1933. With Godzilla, you had movies came out back in the 50s or Japanese films. So there's much more of a history with the MonsterVerse, whereas there isn't really much of a history with High School Musical. And also, intentionally, the High School Musical movies are pretty fun, entertaining, lighthearted. They're not trying to be very serious at all, whereas with the MonsterVerse, for the most part, it is more serious, except Godzilla v. Kong and Godzilla v. Kong, The New Empire. I look at those as big budget cinematic fan fiction, so I don't take either of them very seriously at all. They're just trying to deliver schlocky fun. Like, hey everyone, look, wouldn't it be so awesome to have Godzilla fighting Kong? Oh, that'd be so great, guys. Yeah, let's see these two titans duke it out. I think that is indeed a lot of fun. I mean, when you look at Godzilla v. Kong, The New Empire, there's absolutely things about it that don't really make sense. You go, wait a minute, why is it that they just found the robot arm there? The way the movie plays out, it's like the filmmakers are just telling the audience, hey, you're wondering where they got the robot arm? Well, do you want Khan to have a robot arm? Oh, yes, I do. Well, in that case, shut up. Stop asking questions. Also, when you watch the movie, you're like, wait a minute, there's so much destruction happening here. Certainly a ton of people are dying, and yet people don't care. They're not taking it seriously. It's like, yeah, I mean, Godzilla taking out all these other creatures, whole cities are being destroyed, but who cares? That's just the world we live in now. This happens every day, so whatever, we don't actually care. I think Kong Skull Island is a great movie that has interesting characters, engaging story. I like that you have these people go to the island, they realize, oh, King Kong's not a monster, he's just an alpha who's trying to protect this island, the people in it, from all these other monsters. The reason why he attacked us is because we attacked him first. And then you have this military guy played by Sam Jackson who isn't able to see what the other characters see. He's not able to realize, oh, King Kong's not actually the real monster here. And so he ends up dying. I think the film visually looks good. I like the performances. It's interesting to me. You have several actors I know, aside from Sam Jackson, of course. You have Loki himself, Tom Hiddleston, along with Captain Marvel herself, Brie Larson. With Godzilla 2014, I think it's a good but not great movie. I like the way the movie looks. There's certainly engaging performances. There's a good story here, but there's a few key mistakes I would say the movie makes. It cuts away too often from showing us the action, and also they killed off Bryan Cranston's character too soon, even though he's the engaging character, whereas Aaron Taylor Johnson's character isn't really very interesting. I like Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I like this idea that the military decides to take out Godzilla, not realizing that he's supposed to be the one in charge. He's the rightful king, and so taking him out causes imbalance that needs to be corrected. Without Godzilla there, all these other monsters step up when they're not supposed to. It's only when Godzilla comes back that things start to be corrected. You have Godzilla stepping up to the plate, actually being the king that he's supposed to be in order to ensure that there's balance, that there's harmony. So I like all the movies in the MonsterVerse. There's not a single one that I don't like. I think Godzilla 2014 is the most flawed out of them, but I don't dislike it. When it comes to High School Musical, I like the free High School Musical movies. They're not very dramatic, and you have characters that grow, yes, but they're not trying to be a drama. They're trying to be this heightened reality version of high school, fun, lighthearted, entertaining movies with characters I enjoy spending time with. I like ideas that these movies explore about being who you really are as opposed to what other people want you to be. I like the songs in these movies, especially in the first two. I like that you have these friends of our main characters, Trey and Gabriella, who do bad things in order to manipulate their friends and then realize that they did something wrong, that they should be supporting their friends. I like the way the movies look. They're certainly not very flashy visually, as you can imagine, because they're just about, kids going to high school. But I like this story that's told here about Troy trying to actually get into theater while also doing basketball. And so actually in this case I would choose the Monsterverse personally, because I have more of an emotional connection to that shared universe because I've seen other Godzilla and Kong films. So I would say it stands out a bit more, to be honest, compared to High School Musical, which I also enjoy. But that'll be it for this video today. High School Musical wins this debate, though I would personally choose the Monsterverse.